Juristat's big data for lawyers, it's Moneyball for lawyers, bottom line, it helps lawyers predict the future. Which I know is the only thing you guys fear more than Skynet, is prognosticating attorneys. But I promise you it's actually a good thing for you, for the attorneys, and actually for all of us. The big problem in the industry is that when I was practicing, I had these situations where I'd never been in front of a judge, or my client was asking me our likelihood of success in trial, the time to trial, or how much it was going to cost. And the best I could do is just guess based on my own anecdotal evidence. It's really not good enough. There are too many lawyers and not enough work out right now. If you look at the data, coming out of law school, there are twice as many new lawyers in the market as there is legal ones. Rates have been flat across the biggest markets and across the biggest verticals. There's simply too much work, and lawyers need to differentiate themselves with better marketing and networking. See, what lawyers need is Juristat. And Juristat works with every big data analytics. We start with a primary data set, right? We start with court docket records. Every time something happens in a lawsuit, whether suits filed or whether a motion occurs, a docket entry is created. So we start with those docket entries. But then we now have the ability on our platform to add in demographic data, so we can start learning about union membership in a jury pool, or how they're voting, Republican or Democrat. You can bet that changes which way a jury sides. You can look at age, race demographics, education level, all of which are changing the way juries are biased one way or the other. You go farther, you can look into sentiment data. And while we're a startup and so we're not buying the Twitter fire hose just yet, there's a lot of sentiment analysis you can do early on and start cross-referencing. Does Ford do well in New York but not Missouri? Does Tesla do well in the Valley but maybe not Missouri? And so you're looking to see if there's correlations with sentiment analysis throughout the country. Then you add in every public database you can get your hands on, whether it's CDC data about how flu outbreaks are affecting jury trials in New York, or hunting season causing a precipitous fall in the number of trials in rural Missouri. Yep, deer hunting season, file your case on deer hunting season, and your case will get buried for a while. Which makes complete sense, but you probably didn't think of that right ahead of time. These are the kind of benefits you get from big data. Fred has a bunch of good large economic indicators. If unemployment's up, where do jury verdicts go? Are they more plaintiff-friendly or are they more defense-friendly? And then the stock exchange, we're looking at how the stock market affects litigation trends and how litigation obviously